Welcome to A Woman's Brew, where women talk about beer. Ale is merry and bright as we attempt to slay this holiday episode. I'm Joanne, and this is Tori.
Hello, hello.
And we're two beer-loving women on a mission to get more people drinking and talking about great beer. Come join us! I did enjoy that intro.
Thanks.
I thought that was really good.
Your chuckling made me chuckle. Appreciate it. I really appreciate it.
Right, Christmas. It's Christmas time again.
It is, and everything's just flown by. So many things have happened even since the last time we recorded, and it's just we didn't even record that long ago, and I feel like it's been forever, and now it's Christmas. So.
Yeah. So we thought, we were like, what are we going to do for the Christmas episode? What should we do? And we really enjoyed the other year when Vocation put out their box that corresponded with the celebrations chocolates. And so I saw that Vault City had done a selection of beers that looked like they roughly corresponded with the chocolates in a Quality Street box. Which, and I feel like a tin of Quality Street is very Christmassy.
So Christmassy.
Yeah.
So
see, even Tori knows it's Christmassy.
There's the big... Well, so this is the thing. So we are back in the US this year. And I thought, well, let's get some stuff that we can have we can bring Boxing Day to the US. So we're nice. The 26th, we're just going to sit and eat and do nothing else. And I was like, well, we got to get the heavy hitters, which are the four horsemen of the Christmas apocalypse. Yeah, so I tried to get today I've got this small bag of Quality Street, so I'm giving the game away of what we're doing. And I tried to say to Rick well, we could just get a small bag of each of the four, and then we put a grocery order in, and he went, actually it's not that much more expensive to just get the whole big tin. So we've got the 4 tins, so that's Heroes, Celebrations, Quality Street, and Roses. The big four.
The big four
of Christmas.
Now, I was thinking about this because as a child in the UK in the 80s, Quality Street and Roses were the ones, and it was a big deal when Celebrations and Heroes turned up. That was oh, what new selection boxes?
What year did they come on the scene?
God,
that's the thing.
How
old? Well, not don't say year, but how old do you feel like you were roughly? Because I don't know any of this because this is so new to me. This is not a thing. This is new to me when I moved into that British life,
right?
And now it's just it's weird to not have the big four at Christmas,
right? When was Celebrations?
Rick was not pleased that I was we have to get the Quality Street. He's Quality Street's my least favourite, and I was meh. And he thinks Roses is just mid. I was I like Roses.
So we were a Roses household.
I like Roses.
I like Roses. My grandparents were a Quality Street house. But controversially, my brother really likes a Toffee Penny, which is a Quality Street one. I really like a Toffee Barrel, which is a Roses one. But I'll do a toffee finger if I have to.
If I could mix and match, I think I'd go between Roses and Celebrations. I think Rick is team Celebrations all the way. Because Heroes just doesn't feel like it should. I don't feel like Heroes feels like it's Christmas, but it is. And I think for me, I'd go Roses if I had to pick one to champion, and Rick would pick Celebrations. But I like stuff from both. So
I've had a quick look. And Celebrations were first, so they were launched in 1997.
And
then Heroes were launched in 1999 to rival Celebrations.
I mean, I feel like that does check out because I feel like those two had to go together.
Yeah, they did.
So what's in the? Can you recap for anyone that's listening that's not from the UK? What's in a Celebrations and what's in a Heroes?
Oh, what's in a Celebration and what's it? So I didn't look at these ones. Hang on.
I know we're not talking about these today, but it feels like you can't.
Celebrations
not
is
mention
Mars.
Them. Yeah,
and that
so you get British Milky Way, I think.
Yeah, so it's got mini Mars bars, Snickers, Twix, Bounty, Galaxy Caramel, Maltesers Teasers, and a Milky Way.
Yeah, I mean, when you do say the thing is, if you told me I had to pick, I'd be like, Celebrations has the variety that I eat everything out of, but it just doesn't feel like it has that Christmas twang like Roses does, because I can get these chocolates year round. I feel like the same thing with Heroes. Heroes is who does Heroes? I can't remember.
That's Cadbury's.
Right. I do like a good Cadbury's, but again,
so in a Heroes, you get mini Dairy Milk, a mini Dairy Milk Caramel, a mini Whisper, chocolate eclairs. I really like a chocolate eclair, which is the caramel with the chocolate inside. A mini fudge, a mini twirl, mini crunchy bits. Now they have a Dinky Decker, which is a double decker.
Oh, I do like a Dinky Decker.
I'm not a massive fan of a double decker, and
I like a double decker.
and sometimes you get twisted cream eggs in there as well.
The twisted cream eggs are good.
That's Gordon's favourite, obviously.
I do like a twisted cream egg.
Girls about cream egg.
Anything Easter related.
Yeah. He does just really love a cream egg.
I think for me, Heroes and Celebrations don't feel like they are Christmas. Like, they are one of the big four for Christmas, but like, because you can get them all year round, for me, it just doesn't feel like it has that like specific Christmas touch. So that's the only reason why, while I prefer everything in the Celebrations, out of all the chocolate, Celebrations would be my favorite. I'll eat anything out of that.
Yeah.
It feels like Roses and Quality Street are the two for me that are more specifically Christmas, because you don't just get, nobody just goes and goes, I'm going to get some Quality Street outside of Christmas.
This is the thing, right? So I think Roses and Quality Street are available, but they're in a box, right? They're in like a tall box. And if you were getting that as a present for someone outside of Christmas, you'd get the box. But for Christmas, it's the big tin.
You get the tin,
and that's
why we went big tin.
Go to Christmas, you've got to get the big tin.
You got big tin.
Although I say the big tin, air quotes, they are not as big as they used to be.
They're decent size though, still. Like,
they're still right. I mean, so if you're watching the video,
they're great to reuse.
A tub of Quality Street.
Oh yeah, what's inside? I feel like the tub is bigger than actually what's inside.
Currently, what's in a Quality Street? So I looked this up because
I feel like I've got so much more on the back of mine than what is in normal ones. So tell me what's in yours.
So in this one, I've got. Let's go round. I'm going to go around the box.
Round the box.
The green triangle.
Yeah.
The purple
so descriptive.
One. Right. So the green triangle is a hazelnut praline.
Oh, I'm here for that.
The purple one, which it annoys me that they don't say what the purple one is anymore, like we're all supposed to know. That's a hazelnut and caramel.
Oh, I like that.
A fudge, a strawberry delight, an orange chocolate crunch, a toffee finger, a milk chocolate block, which is deceiving because it's in green.
Yeah, there's no mint.
And that makes me think it's mint, and it's not.
It's not.
A toffee penny, a coconut eclair, a caramel swirl, and an orange cream is what's in there currently.
Yeah, I've got all those. I got all those bangers. Well, Rick was like, I think there is only 5 of them, and I went, not according to this.
No, there's loads in there now. I felt like there used to be less, right? But so I went and had a little look back at what used to be in them, and actually, the original assortment started in the 1930s.
Oh.
And then there were chocolate cream toffee Brazils. So that later became the purple one with the hazelnut in it, and it's because the Brazil nut dropped out during World War II because of rationing.
Yeah, that checks out. Fine.
And then it just never went back to Brazil nuts. A cafe au lait carameline. I want to eat that. A Jaffa chocolate toffee. No, thank you.
No.
A gooseberry cream.
You know my feeling. I don't think I like that. I don't think I like that.
What, the Jaffa chocolate toffee?
No.
Oh, the gooseberry cream.
The gooseberry cream, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like that's a chocolate. Like gooseberry and chocolate for me, this
is the 1930s, so, you know. A fig fancy and an apricot delight.
No. Fig fancy, I like the name, wouldn't like the taste.
I don't think I'd like it. I'd try a gooseberry cream, though. During wartime, The chocolate creme toffee Brazils became hazelnuts. Then in the 70s, the green triangle, which was originally a chocolate noisette rather than
I like that.
Rather than a praline, a hazelnut praline. The strawberry delight and the toffee penny and the toffee finger appeared in the 70s. The strawberry cream recipe eventually changed to use only natural ingredients. Great,
fantastic. So pleased.
The gooseberry cream, a chocolate truffle, and a mint fondant were discontinued at some point. Back in the 80s, there used to be a coffee cream, and they've discontinued the coffee cream, which I'm actually really sad about.
But I feel like mint.
I love a coffee
I
cream.
do feel like mint feels inherently Christmassy to me.
Yeah, well, that's because of an after 8, right?
Yeah, but I feel like it just so after 8 here in the US, you've got Andy's thin mints.
Thin mint. Yeah,
yeah, and so I feel like it just feels like a mint, like a chocolate mint, is a Christmas thing. I don't know if we talked about it before on other Christmas episodes. Stuff, right? Yeah, like peppermint and stuff. Yeah. So it's weird that they have milk chocolate block, but then it's in a green wrapper and they nix the mint chocolate. But I don't know if we talked about it on past episodes. Have you ever played that game where it's like, I don't know if this is just my in-laws, if they just made it up, or if this is like a legitimate thing, where you have the after 8 mints and you put it on your forehead and you got to try to shimmy it down into your mouth?
I know of that game. We don't always play it. Also, I don't really like after 8s. So
I know you're not. So I'm like a big chocolate mint advocate.
I've definitely seen people do it. And you're not. Yes.
But I was like, is that a thing? Like, as I started to say it and you didn't react, I went,
is that a Christmas thing?
Yeah.
I think it's just a people that like games thing.
I don't know. Not that I think it's just a Christmas thing, but we only really do it at Christmas because that's the only time we really have after 8 mints just readily available to us. But then as I was saying it and you weren't reacting, I was thinking, shit, is this just a my in-laws thing? And I was like so confidently yeah, and then we do this. And it's like, that's fun. And then you're like, nobody does that. And I'm I mean,
they might do. My family does not. And some of my family do like after 8s. So
you should pitch it to them.
I mean, we play very silly games at New Year, so
try putting an after 8 on your forehead and shimmying into your mouth without touching it. Life changing, absolute life changing.
Yeah, well, there's dogs, so they'll probably just eat their after.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, there's definitely dogs in the household. I do it, so you just don't let it hit the ground. Okay. But yeah, let me know, people. Do you? Yeah. Does your family do that? Or have I just been indoctrinated into a group of weirdos, which is fine because I love them. They're my weirdos, and I'm also weird.
Also, let us know what house are you
what's your go-to?
You know, the boy wizard stuff that we're not going to talk about, or House Targaryen or whatever. What chocolate box house are you?
Yeah.
Are you a Quality Street? Are you a Roses? Are you a Heroes? Are you a Celebrations?
What are you really strongly for? But also, I want to know what you're really strongly against.
So
I want to know the controversy. What are you really against, and why?
We were a Rose's house, right? But the best thing was when Woolworths was still around, and they used to do pick and mix of all of the different things that were in the boxes.
You could just get your best ones,
and we'd just go and get. So we'd have Roses, but Mum would go and get an extra bag of toffee pennies to chuck in for my brother.
You know what though? They do that now.
R.I.P. Woolworths.
You can get Quality Street where they just sell the specific ones. It's called the best ones
when we were kids.
Yeah, they do. What I'm saying is they do now for anyone that does like that. And it made it really fucking difficult to find just a bag of Quality Street because I went into one shop and saw they had these bags, this great size bag if you're watching the video, because I didn't want a whole tub because I know I'm not going to be here for Christmas. Yeah. And I want something that's small and portable. Minus the tubs I'm taking over there. Christmas. Well, the thing is, I'm taking the tubs to the US, so I didn't need an extra tub. But then every time I pick one up, it would be like, oh, this is just the green one, and this is just the purple one, and this is just toffee fingers. And I was like, I need a mix, people. And they only had 5 different ones. And I was like, come on, man. I need different ones here.
Yeah. This is why Woolies was the best, because you could just go in and buy the bits that you wanted. R.I.P. Woolies. We miss you.
Not impressed. Right, should we get on to drinking the mix? You already had a cheeky little sip.
I did. It's sitting in front of me, and I was like, "We've been talking a lot.
I keep smelling it, and I'm not.
Do you know what? So we've got.
We don't even know what we're gonna have.
We are pairing them with. We're gonna try and pair them with the chocolate that we think they go with. We might also pair them with something else from the Quality Street box to see what works.
Oh, I didn't pick what I think they're going to go with. I just decided I was going to pair it with the Quality Street box.
Oh yeah, like we're gonna we'll do it with whatever's in here. But I think there's I think there's other things in here that we might want to try them with as well. We'll see. We'll see how we go.
I'll let you lead me down that path.
I will lead you down that path. So we're going to start with orange chocolate crunch, which is
the reason we're starting with this is because neither of us want the chocolate. This is I can't tell you what I'm doing for this podcast. Like I'm actually dreading this. The smell that's coming from this bag of Quality Streets.
So it's a chocolate orange honeycomb sour, and when I cracked it open, it smelled like the chocolate. Like I was just like, it smells like it. Like it.
I think it smells a bit better than chocolate orange to me. Well, I'm very sensitive to chocolate orange. I don't think it smells like chocolate orange.
I think it smells like the chocolate in the Quality Street box.
So before we started recording as well, we were trying to pull out the chocolate orange.
Yeah, now this is confusing because there
were two different, and we were like, what?
Why are there now two orange chocolates?
The worst
in the Quality Street. That's the worst. Why is there two orange ones? I hate it.
So we couldn't really tell the difference, and then I think
I've worked it out. Right, so orange with white writing is the orange chocolate crunch.
Okay.
So this one is actually named after the chocolate. Some of these other beers are not.
This one.
And then there's an orange.
It does get the point across really well if you're looking at the glass. The white head, you got the white writing, and it's pretty orange.
But then the orange one with orange writing is the orange cream. So I think we need to try both.
All right, I'm going to try the beer because I just need to rip the Band-Aid off.
Right,
I need to prep with eating the actual chocolate.
It smells there's a lot of honeycomb in the smell.
I get a lot of orange, to be honest, which I'm okay. Like I don't get as much. I feel like there's an undertone of milk chocolate, which it's just this subtle silky velvety chocolate that's underneath.
So I was looking on the can at the ingredients, and I had to look up one of the ingredients because I was like, what is that? So it's got water, malted barley, orange, lactose, cholacca. And
Isn't that a chocolate?
What's cholacca? Honeycomb, hops, and yeast. So I looked up what cholacca is, and it is a liquid, cacao product.
Yeah, isn't it like? Yeah, I knew that. I do know that. I don't know the specifics of that, but I did know that.
But it is made from sustainably sourced cacao, water, and coconut sugar, and it's primarily used by craft breweries, which I thought was interesting.
You know what though? Like, I think it has. So what I get is mainly orange and then an undertone like this. I'm going to describe. It's very layered. I'm going to say the smell for me is very layered. You have this silky smooth undertone of milk chocolate sitting underneath this big, like, so think of like the ocean. I'm going to paint this picture for you. You've got the seabed is that like milky chocolate layer, and then the big fuck off part is like the water, and that is like
I was
all
going to
the
use
orange.
this as the clip, and now you swore.
Oh, you can beep it out. It's fine. It's fine. And then you've got the big wet part of the water, and that's the orange, and that's like the orange aroma, and then like the little foam in the seaweed that sits on the top. That's the honey. There's like a sweet honey element to it that sits on the top. I don't know why I picked that visual, but it's just because I could like slice it in those three very clear things for me, where the majority is the orange and it's being surrounded by an uplift of sweet honey and a bed underneath of a velvety chocolate. And there, I didn't swear in that part for you.
Well done. Cheers. Let's get into it. Do you not like it? I don't mind it.
It does still taste enough chocolatey orange that I don't. It's not like, the thing is that means it's really good.
Yeah, because it is what it says on the tin.
I find chocolate orange so offensive. That one sip.
Just taking one for the team, guys.
And the thing is, like, if it came to like chocolate, like a mint stout, I would be like, hell yeah, let's ride, brother. And I think you would be like, immediately no. Yeah. And you'd take a sip and go, I don't think I could. And I would go, it's great. And I'm doing my best. I'm going to smile through the I'm going to smile through the tears.
I think we should try it with the chocolate.
Must we?
I mean, you don't have to. I can do it.
It's reminding me how much I really don't like chocolate orange.
All right,
Oh my God, the smell's awful. Oh. I haven't had a chocolate orange in years. That's because I hate it.
I think the chocolate makes it more orange.
I kind of like it with the chocolate because I don't. So the problem I have is it makes it taste like orange juice. It really pronounces the orange and it makes it taste more like mimosa. So actually, you've just turned a Terry's chocolate disaster into a beautiful breakfast mimosa. So actually, I would say if you're going to have this on Christmas morning and you want to have your chocolate in that in the morning, this is a Christmas morning treat, in my opinion.
Christmas morning breakfast.
Yeah.
Orange
because
chocolate
it turns
crunch
it into mimosa.
chocolate and a Vault City orange chocolate crunch sour. Treat yourself, people. This is it.
The problem I have is that I have to eat the chocolate first.
Okay, yeah.
And so I have to just I just have to taste that chocolate orange. And then I have to drink really quickly after because that's the only way to get it out. But then I get left with it makes me like the taste better because it tastes like mimosa, and I love mimosas actually. So
there you go.
I love orange. I just don't like chocolate with it.
I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna make you do it. I'm gonna try.
Do it.
I'm gonna try the orange cream. Now the orange cream is dark chocolate, so we'll see how that goes.
I think I at least prefer the crunch because there's a crunch to distract. I don't want to be left out. I've got FOMO. I'll do it too. Oh, I can just tell this ain't the one.
I prefer the crunch. The sweetness, the sweetness of
I don't like.
The sweetness of the fondant-y stuff in the middle, the cream, doesn't...
It makes it more lemony.
Yeah, it doesn't...
I think for me, it makes the beer more lemony.
It doesn't balance well with the beer, I don't think. I'm not eating the rest of it.
Let me just try just the dark chocolate on the top. I need to be careful to not drop shit.
Have you got chocolate blocks? There is a chocolate block. I think I'm going to try a chocolate block with it.
I'm going to throw it in the sea. Just dark chocolate with it's fine though. Like I've just taken the top off of that, so it was only dark chocolate. I think if you had to make me eat one of these, it would probably be the chocolate orange crunch. And I think overall, it wasn't the most offensive chocolate orange. It's just not, for me, the most pleasant because I'm very sensitive to those flavours together, and even the smell of it upsets me. But it does make the taste good.
I've just tried the chocolate block with it. And that kind of just makes it really sweet. The chocolate orange crunch with... the orange chocolate crunch with the orange chocolate crunch beer works really well.
I genuinely, honestly stand by my point that I think it's a Christmas morning beer because it tastes like a mimosa. And who doesn't want to eat chocolate on Christmas morning? Number one, who doesn't want a mimosa on Christmas morning? Yeah?
Yeah. I think so. All right, do you want to move on to a different beer that tastes better?
Yes, before we do, because I need to wash out this up my mouth.
Yeah.
When it comes to Christmas morning, we're talking about Christmas morning breakfast.
Yeah.
What's your go-to Christmas morning breakfast?
So I've never been someone that has a massive Christmas morning breakfast because we always eat Christmas dinner at lunchtime.
Okay.
So you don't want to fill up at breakfast when you're about to have a massive roast and really good pudding.
That's fair.
So it's always just been kind of a lighter breakfast. We did, when Gordon and I first got together, we did do a Christmas morning where there was a full English involved, and I was like, I'm going to die.
To be fair, that's
heavy.
It
literally kind of got put down in front of me, and I was like, what? Like, you eat all of this and then you go and have Christmas dinner? Like, are you people crazy?
I was gonna say it's like that's heavy, isn't it?
Yeah. I was like, oh no. I didn't do that.
I think I said it before. We have monkey bread, which is basically just like pull apart cinnamon buns, which is like the best part. So I love that. Cinnamon buns for breakfast, whether you do it like monkey bread style or just straight up cinnamon buns. Homemade the cinnamon buns last year. Like, made these really, really nice homemade ones that I then put in to make monkey bread pull apart, and it was so good. Like, it wasn't difficult, and it was really good. In terms of your like Christmas one, like, are you a crack open a drink in the morning Christmas drinker, or are you like a no, I wait until
No, I tend
dinner?
to wait. I tend to wait until dinner. As I am also now the person that does all the cooking, I tend to wait until I'm cooking. And then I crack open a beer.
That's fair. You go beer is that like your first drink of the day is beer?
Yeah. I'm a beer drinker.
You do beer throughout the day?
Yeah, I don't tend to be drinking anything else. Yeah. I mean, the good beer comes out, like the wild beers are coming out.
That's true, because I guess it's like a more, it's like more showy. It's not more showy, but you know what I mean? Like, you're like, oh, it's fancy. So like, you're making like something, so you're going to have a nice big bottle to drink while you're making something.
Those 750ml bottles are coming out of the cupboard, right? Or like, not just wild beers, but like some Belgian beers, some lambics, like the Mould Creek. I tend not to mull it, I just drink it. But yeah, the 750ml bottles come out.
I'm torn between like beer and cocktails and like other things, because like my go-to is obviously beer. I buy, especially when I'm in the US, like I buy lots of beers, and as we've talked about so many times before, it's like you've got to get them in the 4-pack. So therefore I've got like, even if I want to take stuff home, I'll have to buy the 4-pack, and I'll be like, well, I'll drink some of it here and then like take some of it home. And yeah, it ends up being really difficult, because like somebody might make one of my siblings might make like a really delicious sounding cocktail. Like my sister, I was on the phone with my sister the other day. She's saying, are we going to do Christmas cocktails? Should we make Christmas themed cocktails for Christmas Eve? And we'll have like a specific theme for like Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And I was like, I love that. But then like I love, what I struggle with the most is like finding that balance between like having the cocktails that I enjoy and having the beer that I enjoy and having maybe a glass of really nice wine that I enjoy. Because I'm like, there's only so much time and space, and it ends up just all going to beer. Yeah. But I think in the morning I do have like a Prosecco, like it is a mimosa in the morning with breakfast. I am a breakfast alcohol person.
My family have never been big drinkers, so we never had any kind of traditions like that. Other than that, and you know, patriarchy at its finest, the women would stay in the house and get the dinner ready, and the men would go to the pub. Like,
yeah, we're not even going to talk about that. Our house does things very different.
That got shattered a bit when my aunt started going to the pub, because the rest of us would do the cooking, and my aunt wasn't very good at cooking, so she'd go to the pub and we'd stay and do the thing. And then then it would get to points where it'd be like, okay, we've done a bunch of the cooking, now we'll go to the pub, now we'll come back again and carry on with the cooking. So it has evolved over the years. But yeah, when I was a kid, the men went to the pub, the women stayed and did. Women and kids stayed and did the dinner.
Same thing in the US anyways. Like, except like we don't go to the pub. It's like the men would watch the football game, the American football game, and the women would be in the kitchen cooking and chattering. And Rick and I don't abide by those rules, so we are like, nah. But I think, even though it's funny, because like I wouldn't say, I don't know, we're not a non-drinking family, but we've always been like a glass of Prosecco, like mimosa in the morning on Christmas Eve. And then like my UK family is very like, yep, it's like dog walk, great.
Booze o'clock.
Yeah.
Beer number 2 is strawberry coconut creme delight. Now, this is a chocolate, strawberry and coconut creme sour. I don't think there's actually a strawberry and coconut chocolate. There's a strawberry one, there's a coconut one. I don't think there's a strawberry coconut one in Rose's either.
Maybe I just have to try the coconut eclair and the strawberry.
Well, I think we need to try both with it, obviously.
That feels reasonable.
Yeah, but I don't think there is one that is actually that. So I thought that was interesting that we went from one that is literally named after the chocolate to one that seems to meld some together. Vault City's creative prerogative there. It has poured out like strawberry juice, a bit like strawberry yogurt, maybe.
Mine looks like yogurt for sure.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like, I spilled a bit as I was pouring
Yeah.
it, and all I could smell on my leg was coconut.
Yeah, the
but
coconut
then
is a lot. Kind of smells
it
like
also
strawberry
has a
milk.
bit it's jammy. I think it
Yeah.
smells like coconut and jam, like
Yeah.
strawberry jam.
Mine has got no head on it.
Mine had head and it went quite quickly. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I wouldn't say that this is not the beer visually that I would use to win over somebody that was like, why doesn't beer taste like beer? Like, why can't beer just taste like beer? I think if I wanted somebody to get into some more adventurous beers, I probably wouldn't. I think if I showed them this, they'd be like, yeah, I'm not touching that. That'll make me sick.
Right. Because it does seem to have coconut flakes in it.
It's very clearly coconut flakes because it's white. So that's why we were saying as we were pouring, like, not worried about it because it does look very much like coconut. But it looks so thick. It literally looks and smells a bit like strawberry yogurtiness.
It smells like a
coconut.
Like a strawberry quick.
I really get heavily the coconut.
Yeah.
Not as much the strawberry. It's the strawberry is less actual like strawberry.
So I get a lot.
It's
not,
more
it's not
jammy
real
strawberry.
Yeah, it's kind of strawberry flavour rather than.
I get where you're getting the Nesquik from.
Yeah, I'm getting Nesquik.
Anyway. All right, let's have a sip. Cheers. It's not as thick as I expected. I think I expected a bigger mouthfeel.
Yeah, the body's
like a heavier, fuller mouthfeel. It's a lot thinner than it looks, and it's a lot thinner than you expect.
Yeah, and the flavour's kind of like yogurt and then a bit of strawberry.
It's not as coconutty as that. So I think the aroma's really heavily coconut.
Yeah.
So I expected it was going to be more coconut and that the coconut would outweigh like everything. Yeah. And it's definitely not. It is more yogurty, I think, in taste.
I'm really interested to see how these chocolates change up this flavour.
Okay.
Which one are you going for first?
I'm going to go strawberry first, I think.
Okay, let's go strawberry first. That is also dark chocolate.
I don't really like fruit with chocolate, but... I think it brings out the strawberry a bit more.
Yeah.
I
think it does.
Actually, it's not offensive. I don't think it really... It doesn't add a lot.
No.
But it doesn't remove a lot. I think it just softens... I think it softens the flavours that are already there in the beer a little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
I think the dark chocolate's nice with it.
Yeah.
I think there's a bit of, like, that yogurty element was almost a little bit... I don't want to say, like, carbonic, because I don't feel like...
No, I know what you mean.
Like, it's not wholly carbonic, but there is that little, like, in the back part of my tongue.
Yeah.
That's hitting the same way as, like, when you'd get something that's more carbonated, but it's not, like, fizzy.
And I wouldn't describe it as acidic, but there's something just there.
In that realm of those flavours. Yeah. And I think when I have the chocolate, it cancels out that, for lack of a better way to describe it, carbonic bite. Like, it cancels that out. So it's almost a more smoother, rounded flavour.
Yeah.
Not that it's not, like, balanced, but I think you just lose the yogurty and...
Oh, wait, have you had one of these before? Are they like
Never.
a Bounty?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Okay.
You don't like Bounties, do you?
No,
I like Bounties.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Oh. It's like a toffee.
I don't think that mixes well with it.
No. And I don't like it.
It really unbalances. I think it unbalances the flavours.
Why is that a weird toffee with coconut in it?
I don't hate it. I like coconut.
No, I don't like it. Not for me.
Would you rather have the chocolate orange? Not the cream, not the honeycomb, or that?
The cream. Yeah, the orange. I'd rather have the orange cream than that.
Oh, jeez.
It's just the bits. Like, the thing about... I don't like the texture of, like, that desiccated coconut. I don't like
fair.
it.
I love it. So that's... Yeah. I get the texture thing, because that's why I don't like dried fruit.
like when you chew it, it's kind of slightly fibrous, and I don't really like it. Not a fan. I'm going to try the other bit of my chocolate block with this and see what happens.
But fair enough. While you try that, should we do a little bit of like I've got a bit of the Ghost of Christmas Beers Past.
Sure.
So it's a name one of your best Christmas memories that ties into beer, one of your worst Christmas memories that ties into beer, and which beer are you most looking forward to cracking open in the future at Christmas? Because obviously when we're recording this, it's not Christmas yet.
A good beer memory. It's not necessarily my best beer memory, but one that always sticks out to me is my last cruise ship contract. I joined a ship that was being built, and it was right before Christmas, and we were in Germany, and we could get beers in Germany and bring them back on board. And I got a 6-pack of... Yeah, I got a 6-pack of like really interesting beers. And managed to kind of last them out for a bit. But I just remember like Christmas Day, there was a point where I was just sat in my cabin, I had a little mini Christmas tree and some like battery powered lights up in my cabin, cracked one of these really fun beers and just had a lovely time.
I love that though, because that's just like, you're just like YOLO.
Just had like a nice little moment with a really like interesting beer that I hadn't had before, so fun times.
So that's your best one.
Yeah.
What's like your worst one? Your worst.
That was my
Christmas.
best one. No, that was my worst one. Like related to beer.
Yeah, it has to be like something that's like your worst Christmas memory that's somehow tied into beer.
I don't think I've ever had a bad time with beer at Christmas.
That's fair. So there's no bad ones.
No, I don't think there are any bad ones.
And then the beer you're most looking forward to?
Oh, do you know what? I was just thinking the other day that I need to look into my cupboard and see what I've got. But I have got that pumpkin lambic, and it's 10 years old now.
Ooh.
So I was like, that would be really good for Christmas to see how that is, like 10-year-old aged pumpkin lambic.
Nice.
I'm excited for that.
We just had pumpkin ravioli the other day.
Oh, did you?
Brown butter sage sauce is so nice. So good. Like a garlicky brown butter sage sauce. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Big fan. Rick also liked the pumpkin ravioli. I was like, great, so we can have it again.
Chuck a balsamic glazed drizzle on that.
Get out. I didn't even think of that. Okay, next time. I did put pecans on it. So it's good. I chefed it up. I'll send you the picture later.
Yeah.
It was like, I really chefed it. My best Christmas related memory that ties into beer, I don't know. I think it's probably like the last time that I went home at Christmas and I took my family like a mixture of the beers that we had made or that I had a hand in making. Yeah. And I think like that was exciting because it was nice to be able to like get an opportunity to show them, because that was the year that we had done like quite like I think we had done like quite a few.
Yeah.
We were involved in quite a few things because this would have been like 2 years ago, I think. And so we had been involved in like quite a few things that year. So I had like a few different cans to take back and share with them. And so that was fun. We did like a little tasting of those. And nice. I had brought one of my sisters the unbarred Cherry Garcia, and she absolutely loved it. So like that was
such a good beer.
Great. And I think like that was the first time that I think I was able to share like beers that were not like different kinds of beers with my sisters. And I think, well, I don't know, like one of them will drink kind of like we'll sit and drink like things with me, but like for one of my other sisters that was very like she usually drinks Guinness. And then I think that was kind of like the first time that she was like, no, you know what? You're the person that's into beer. You tell me what's like good beer.
Yeah.
And like, that was a really good connecting point of her being like, you know what? I never normally drink this. Let me do it. And now every time she's like, oh, we're going to go to breweries. We're going to like, and then she'll ask me questions and stuff like that. And it's really nice. And I think like for me, that point was like the connection point as well. So that's the best one I think I can think of. Worst one that ties into beers. I genuinely, again, like you, I can't think of anyone that's specifically around Christmas that was like bad, other than I just think the fact that it's like when I go back to the US and I just want to get a beer and then it's like you have to get 4 of them. And I'm going to use that as that's my worst one. It's like, I want this one. And then like, no, you got to get 4. And they're very expensive per beer.
And I will hear about it. I will hear that. And
Angry.
there's a 6-pack again, it's a 4-pack again. I don't want to follow the same thing. I did see an article the other day.
Every time.
where someone was reporting on the fact that breweries are starting to think that they should do mixed 4-packs.
Yeah. Wow.
And I was like,
fucking wild.
Someone's been listening to us. Send it to you.
Why didn't you? I can't believe you didn't send it to me either, to be honest.
I saw it and I think I thought, I need to send that to Tori, and then got busy and didn't do it. I think it was on Vine.
How dare you? Because I would have been all over I would have been like making up profiles to comment on, like, yeah, you definitely should. Yeah, I don't get it. It's wild. And the beer that I'm most looking forward to cracking open, I would say, I still have the big 750ml bottles. I think there were 750ml bottles of the Vault City Iron Brew. I've got like the normal one and then the blue one because I bought them. And my nephew loves Iron Brew, so I was meant to go to their graduation and couldn't go, so I bought them for when I went to their graduation. And I was like, this would be great. Like, I'm not promoting. We're not going to talk about things we're just not going to touch that part of it. But I was like, this would be great. I'm going to take it.
Yeah.
So, I couldn't take it then, but now that I'm going at Christmas, I'm going to take them.
Nice.
Now. It's for me to drink so that they can watch me drink it. And I just thought they would appreciate the blue colour.
We're from the UK. We don't care.
For purpose, I'm just saying that I'm going to drink it and all of us around are going to drink it and they're just going to watch.
Yeah, right. Drink responsibly, everybody.
Yeah, drink responsibly. And if you're not old enough to drink, just watch the other people.
Yeah.
And just, be respectful. So that's what I'm most looking forward to, just because I think that would be nice. That would have been 6 months
in the. Really nice.
There's like a year in the making because I got them knowing that I was like, in a few months' time I'll be going here, and then it was like, nope, cool. So like 6 more months, and we weren't even sure if it was going to happen. So now that we know we're definitely going, I'm like, I'm bringing them, so it'll be good. Right, should we move on to the next one?
Let's.
Or before we do, how was the chocolate with it?
Yeah, it was okay. The milk chocolate block is quite sweet, so I don't think it really added anything.
Fair.
Yeah. Strawberry was definitely the best. Strawberry cream was definitely the best with this beer.
Out of the ones so far, what's your favourite combo out of both of those beers?
I hate to say it, but the chocolate orange crunch with the chocolate orange crunch.
I'm actually pretty irate myself because I would agree. I'm pretty annoyed about it, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Right, next one.
I'm very surprised. I did not think that was going to be the case. All right, beer number 3, Truffle Berry Bliss. Now, we were just having a little conversation about what we're going to pair with it. I assume that this one, so it's a green can, so I assume the green one, the green triangle, is the one that went with this. But the green triangle, I always thought,
weird, isn't it?
Yeah, the flavour profile's weird because it's a white chocolate, raspberry, and cherry truffle sour.
Now, it looks beautiful.
It looks gorgeous.
And it smells even better than it looks.
It smells amazing.
It smells like, I would say, it smells luxurious. Yeah. I don't get I think I get more raspberry and cherry. I don't really get chocolate, but maybe because it's white chocolate, it's more subtle. But it's very like fruit heavy, but like very sweet fruit heavy. And I just like it smells gorgeous. Like, in my opinion, it smells gorgeous.
The ingredients, so there's dark chocolate and white chocolate and vanilla in it.
I think I could get like raspberry chocolate.
Yeah.
Like dark chocolate. Like, I think is it dark? Does it say if it's dark chocolate or not?
Dark chocolate in the beer, dark chocolate and white chocolate. Both.
Yeah, okay. I think dark chocolate I can get, white chocolate I don't.
I feel like there used to be a raspberry one in one of these boxes and there isn't anymore, and that makes me sad.
I'm not a fruit chocolate person.
I said what I said, but raspberry's better than strawberry. I put it out there. I'm done.
I'm having a sip of it.
Now, I assumed that this one would go with the green triangle, which is, I always thought it was a truffle, but it's actually a hazelnut praline. But there is also the chocolate block, so we can try both.
I took a sip.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
Ooh.
It's perfection. This is Christmas in a glass. But I don't think like Christmas chocolate, but like I feel like it really captures the essence of Christmas.
The flavours keep coming.
They just
like
deliver.
You take a sip and you just get raspberry jam and white chocolate.
It's jammy
and
AF.
Vanilla. Oh, it's lovely. And then that kind
and
of
it lingers.
Goes, and that kind of goes, and then you're still getting like raspberry. Oh, it's beautiful.
And sweet. Like
vanilla.
This sweetness.
Yeah.
And I think it kind of finishes, like, I think that white chocolate comes through very much towards the back end because it is that, like, very delicate chocolate element that sticks around. Mm-hmm. That is, like, yeah, I think that's where the white chocolate is.
That's amazing. It's
only
really 4.6% as well.
What is it? 4.6%. That does, I mean,
4.6%.
I mean, it tastes beautiful. Like, I would have guessed it was slightly higher ABV, but not from an alcoholic standpoint, just because of
nice
normally when you...
body.
Yeah.
The other two, so the orange one was 6% and the strawberry one was 6.4%. I think this is the best.
I didn't feel like the strawberry tasted like... I feel like the strawberry tasted much lower ABV. And I think... But I think that also plays into, like, the body of it as well. Whereas this just... I could see it being 4.6%, but if you told me it was like a 5.2 or something, I'd be like, yeah, all right. None of them taste... In my opinion, none of them taste the 6% range.
No.
They're just very easy drinking. I'm interested to see when we get to the last one.
Yeah.
How that goes. Right, I'm going to try... Which one do I want to try first?
Is the word for this beer. Okay, I'm going to try the green triangle with it first.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No.
See, I don't... Your face... I was trying to not look at you as I was doing it because I was like, don't be influenced by your face. And I looked over and your face and you're like, no.
No! This is such a beautiful beer. And the chocolate's just taken away from it.
I was actually going to say that, again, I think similar to... with the strawberry cream, I was like, it doesn't add much, but for me, it also didn't take away much. I think it maybe just added some extra chocolate to it, but like not in a way that I think it needed. But I don't think it was like, if I was eating that at the same time as drinking that, I wouldn't be like, it's not, you know how sometimes you get flavors, you know how sometimes you get two flavors and you just go like your like I don't think that I would have gone with your reaction, which was no. Immediately.
So here's why I said no, right?
Hear me out.
Because this beer, like when you drink it, when we were first drinking it, it's so luxurious and like the flavors coat your tongue in the best kind of way and they just linger and it's so lovely and there's so many complex layers that you're just like, oh, there's so much going on, but it's all really well balanced and it flows really lovely and this is just delicious and I'm having an amazing time. Then I had a bit of this chocolate and drank it and I just lost some of those layers and I wanted them back.
So that's why I feel like it didn't add anything, but it didn't take a massive amount away. But I think the problem is because this beer is so beautiful on its own that like adding anything feels like it feels like, yeah, we didn't need that. No. But like the reality is it's not awful. It's just that this beer itself is so beautiful.
It's so good. It doesn't need to be paired.
That you're like,
it just drink it as it is.
But I am going to try which one, the milk block now.
No, I don't want to offend myself anymore.
I just love how I looked over and you're like, no. It was so like...
I have strong opinions about this.
Like the Truffle Berry Bliss and chocolate just walked into your house and like, I don't know,
out.
Threw shit all over in the kitchen. You're like, no, not in this house.
Get out of my pub.
You know what? It's not bad with the chocolate. Because I don't think that you still get some nice layers with it. I don't think it dulls. I think the green triangle dulled some of it because it wasn't just chocolate. I want to see your reaction to this now.
I've nearly drunk it all because it was so good. I need to put some
more
in.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
I'm now intently watching just to see. I just got an eye roll for anyone that's listening. There was a big eye roll.
It's fine.
Would you say better or worse than the green triangle?
Better than a green triangle.
Okay. Because that was an immediate no. This one was just an eye roll.
It's better than a green triangle, but it's just like, you don't need to add anything to this beer. This beer is perfect.
Like, we love you just the way you are, girl. You don't need to change for us.
Exactly.
While we drink this a bit more, because I really enjoy this,
yes.
Shall we talk about some beer myths that have come up? So I've just like Googled,
Ooh,
like
yes,
I've just been like, give me some. It's really hard because you're just like, give me some Christmassy themed beer myths. Also, I have
you got your
Siren Christmas
you
jumper.
got your jumper on.
You didn't even compliment me on my Siren Christmas jumper. I forgot that I had them.
We didn't get a chance. I've got rainbow Christmas tree earrings in.
I love that. Basically, I put on my Caribbean chocolate cake top because I went, well, that's the most Christmassy beer related thing I've got. And then I thought, you know what? I've got a cardigan that's got some like Christmas print. So I went to go get it and I forgot that the drawer it was in also has all my Christmas jumpers. And then right at the top was the Siren Christmas jumper. And I went, oh, I do have that, don't I? So yeah, I'll get that then.
Yeah.
So some of the Christmas beer myths that I found were... One of them is spiced beers are inherently festive. What do you think about
that? I think it depends on where you're from.
Okay.
Because I think like a winter warmer, like a winter ale in the UK is inherent. Like that to us is, that's festive. However, like a pumpkin spiced beer is an autumn beer.
True. Fair. Facts.
Facts.
That's facts. Yeah, that is facts.
So, and also ginger beer. Technically, that's spiced.
That is correct.
You could drink a ginger beer all year long.
Yeah, that's so weird, isn't it? Because like inherently festive, because it's like festive. It's like, well, I guess it is festive. It doesn't have to be Christmas festive. It doesn't have to be holiday. It could be autumnal festive.
I suppose so.
But I'm thinking like, there's going to be other beers that are spiced.
Yeah, like you get some Belgian beers that are spiced.
Yeah, like that's what I'm thinking. Is like when you have Belgian beers, you wouldn't go, oh, that's inherently festive. No. But interestingly, I do feel like sometimes I might gravitate more towards those in the winter seasons because my brain does go, well, it's spiced, isn't it? That's a bit. So like I'm like, no, break that myth. But then I'm also like, it do be like that sometimes though. Like that is how my brain works.
Break out that mold.
Okay, we'll break out that mold. Number 2, stronger beers are better for winter. So the colder weather, the higher the ABV should be.
I don't necessarily think that's true.
Obviously, these are not like. Just to clarify for anyone listening, I'm not doing like a true or false. It's just something that, do we think it's a myth or do we agree with it?
I mean, I suppose they tend to be heavier.
I mean, we've just had 3 sours, so it's like...
I mean, they tend to be... painting with a wide brush, they tend to be heavier. So you drink them when it's cooler. You generally want something a bit lighter when it's warmer. But also, triples. So...
I fucking love triples. Bring back trip traps.
Exactly. So...
I could drink trip traps all year round. Like, I'd be so pleased with that. Oh, I love a good Belgian beer as well in general. Yeah, I disagree that stronger beers are better for winter because I just think, I mean...
Also, stouts all year long, so...
Well, the next one is, so this feeds into the next one, darker beer equals Christmas beer. So like dark beer, stouts, porters, brown ales are the only appropriate festive beers. But then I think that feeds into that myth of like, well, the only time that's acceptable really to drink stouts and porters and everything else is like, oh, that's in the colder weather months. And it's like, yeah, no, I could sit in summer and have a stout very happily.
Yeah.
Just depends. Like, it depends on my mood. I think it depends on my mood. It depends on what I'm doing. It depends on,
I love a fruity
like,
beer.
what the flavour is.
I love a fruity beer for Christmas.
Genuinely, we're drinking. We just had three of
drinking fruited sours right now.
There's a fourth one coming up. Yep. Surprise, surprise. Okay, so we've got so we think like obviously that's very clearly just we don't agree with that.
Yeah.
Here's one that's just like good talking point here. Christmas beers are just marketing ploys. So festive beers are just overpriced gimmicks with no real innovation.
Also not necessarily true. Like I think some of them are like it is just kind of like, you know, a pale ale that's got Rudolph stuck on it. But there are also beer styles that have cropped up because during this season because of the seasonality of ingredients and things. So not entirely true.
I agree that there are some that very much just like rebadge something they have and just put like a festive name on it and that's like fine because you know what, that makes a really good Christmas present for somebody that you know likes that particular beer. So I think like Siren have done, they might, I don't know if they rebadged it, they actually changed the recipe for, I think it might have been a suspended in or something like that that was like changed slightly so it had a Christmas name. But like I can see how if that's a core range beer, I might be wrong, but I think I saw that somewhere on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I think like if that's a core range beer and somebody really likes that core range beer, that if you knew that that's where you're going to get that person anyways or bring along to their house for a Christmas party, like that gimmick side of it, quote unquote, where it's like, yeah, it's just rebadged to have this name. Like, you know what? It's a fun way. Even the idea of like that gimmick, I still buy into that because I think that I don't know if I agree that they're always overpriced, and I'm not necessarily saying that there's like that they're innovative or not, but sometimes something doesn't have to be innovative to just be a really good tasty beer. And I think if it has that rebadge on it and you know it's something that you like and you're going to have people around for a party or whatever else, like why not make it festive themed?
I mean, we're not going to yuck anybody's yum here at A Woman's Brew. You do what you want to do.
No, and I feel like I am in the team that's like, you know what? Like, if I'm going to buy a bunch of beers in bulk anyways to like have some, like have people around for drinks or like, sometimes I do just want to go for that, what has that themed name. But I would say that that's not exclusively true about everything. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but I also don't necessarily agree with it because here we are drinking beers that are meant to be emulating quality street in some form. And it's like, not all of them maybe, but a few of them. And like, I think that's innovative in a way. And we did like when we did the vocation ones, that was cool.
They also came in a really fun box.
They did come in a really fun box. That was great, wasn't it? I kind of wish that
we didn't manage to
the
get
best one of these, we didn't get them from Vault City because
they were sold out by the time we decided.
I didn't even see what the box looked like because you had messaged me saying, did you want to get these Vault City beers? There's a sale on. And I sort of quickly saw your email and was like, quickly saw your message. I was like, I'll respond to this later. And then by the time I responded to it, I went, so what were you on about with the Vault City beers? And then you explained it to me and I went, oh yes, definitely yes. And before I even listened to your second message, I went, definitely yes. And then your second message was just, jokes, they're sold out. And I was like, okay, so no. So we had to go find them somewhere else. So what, like, were they in a fun box?
Yeah, they were in a fun box. And it was like, I didn't look at it very closely, but it was either like a pentagon shaped or hexagon shaped to like emulate the shape of the Quality Street box. So
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm gutted we
didn't manage to get one because they were sold out on Vault City, but we managed to get the beers elsewhere.
If you managed to get it, tell us how fun the box was when you unboxed it. And I feel like that adds to it. So like talking about gimmicks and marketing, but I do feel like that does add to the fun of it because it does make it more fun to just be like, it's like this thing that's festive. An icon. Yeah, it makes it festive in my opinion. And then the final myth question is all beers must be seasonal releases. So only beers labeled Christmas basically have to be. If it's labeled it can only be released in like Christmas. You can't have those similar flavors. You can't have a same thing outside of that year.
Nah. Any flavour you like, any time of year.
Agree. Definitely agree. Right, should we move on to our next one?
Yes.
It's really hard to move on from this one. It's really nice.
I know, I've nearly drunk all of it. Right, third beer. Cherry Cocoa Mocha Melt, which is a cherry and dark chocolate sour beer. Now, we've been having a conversation about what chocolate we think this pairs with, because there isn't a cherry one. And I wondered if, like, I was going to be like, maybe we pair it with the strawberry one, because the strawberry and the cherry might go together, and that there's a dark chocolate outside. But we've opened it, and it smells like coffee.
Well, I'm wondering if it's maybe like more the fudge. So I'm going to try that, but I'm also thinking maybe the green triangle and maybe just the plain old milk choc block.
Yeah.
I wonder if even maybe the purple one.
I wonder if the caramel will take too much away from it, though.
I'm going to try the purple one with it. But the thing is, it just reeks of coffee.
It reeks of coffee, and there's no coffee in it.
But like not, I wouldn't say a mocha. I wouldn't say an espresso. It smells like when I make filter coffee in my Mocha Master.
Maybe that's
like
the
my
cherry,
coffee machine's
the
called
cherry.
the Mocha Master, and it smells like coffee. And I think I get the cherry, but it's so much more subdued and subtle. But yeah, maybe it's the mix of the cherry with the dark chocolate that is making it smell like coffee.
Like, yeah, you know how sometimes when you get really good coffee and it does taste like berries, like you get a bit of berry about it. I wonder if that's
it depends on the type of coffee you get, to be honest. Like certain roasts and certain beans will taste more like you'll get more fruit forward and more dark chocolate notes and stuff like that. So
it's got a very cherry colour about it.
Yes, for anyone, the highlights on it. You can kind of see in my video, actually, because I thought it was going to look too dark, but you can see in my video that it's quite like a ruby red. Right, looks like a coffee bean before it's been roasted.
It does. All right.
Cheers. I don't know how I feel about it.
Same. This one's 8.2%.
It doesn't taste 8.2%. No. I'm just waiting for you to hit us with a no. Immediately no. I don't know how I feel about it because I don't really like cherry and chocolate, and I'm not a big dark chocolate person. So I think cherry with dark chocolate is just not the one for me. But I think it's because my brain can't decipher. There's a bitterness almost as well, that it's like a dark chocolate bitterness. But because it smells like coffee, and coffee can also have bitter notes, and can like coffee and coffee can have these notes of like these chocolate layers and these fruit layers. And so because it smells like that, and then it tastes like this, it's just, I think it's throwing my brain for a loop.
I just think it's not what I wanted. From what it says on the tin, it is. The flavour profile isn't what I wanted. It wasn't what I was expecting. And it's fine. It's a little bit thinner than I would like it to be.
I was just going to say, I think the taste is what I expect in terms of like, it hits cherry, it hits dark chocolate. The mocha, I don't really understand because maybe that's just in the smell. I don't know. But it's definitely thinner than I was expecting. And that was before seeing the ABV.
But I feel like I can taste that booze in there.
I think it's harder for me to taste it because it's that bitterness and that like, I don't know how to explain it. It's not like sickliness, but like it's the cherry, where the cherry meets the chocolate. Yeah. So I think that's where the booziness sits, is where the cherry meets the chocolate. But because I don't like those flavors together, just on a personal level, it's my brain is less focusing on, I taste the booziness, and it's more like I'm tasting those two flavors coming together that I don't really like when they come together.
Yeah, okay.
So I don't get 8.2% by any means. I get your disappointment with it. I'm going to see if any of these chocolates.
All right, let's see if any of these chocolates.
Again, I'm sure there'll be other people that absolutely love it.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's not the showstopper. I thought this was going to be arguably like I don't know. I just thought it was going to hit different than it did.
Same. I'm going to go with the strawberry cream first.
What the fuck? I think I fucked up on the strawberry because I think I got the fudge and the strawberry wrong. I think I had a fudge with the... You know how you tried the strawberry with the strawberry coconut? And you went no, and I went, oh, it's actually not that bad. I think I actually had a fudge. And now, because I've just like the look of this one, I went, well, that doesn't look like what I'd expect.
No, that's the strawberry cream.
That's the strawberry. And I was like, that's not the... So I accidentally had the same one as you.
I quite like the strawberry cream with it.
I'm going to try the fudge. Now I'm going to actually try the fudge, and I'll try the strawberry with the strawberry in a minute. I'm glad I didn't have pudding tonight.
You didn't have pudding tonight?
No, I didn't have pudding tonight. I'm glad I didn't, because I wouldn't be able to have that.
No, this is pudding.
Yeah, but I did kind of think, like, Rick's away this weekend, I could have pudding. No one's going to judge me. But then I'm like, no, I got to record. So I didn't take a pudding out, and now I'm glad I didn't, because I'm going to be sick after all this chocolate. Fudge is just too much.
Yeah, fudge.
It's bringing out the bitterness. It's bringing out more of the fruit. So it's jammy, but it's very bitter. I need to cleanse with the water. I'm trying to be like, what's going to save the taste for me? I'm being dramatic about it, though, because I'm like, what's going to save the taste? As if it's like an offensive taste, which it's not. It's just not. I just don't love it.
I'm doing chocolate block.
Oh, a purple one. The purple one's fine with it. But again, I don't really like cherry or chocolate, so I don't know what I'm expecting. I think if you like the flavour of cherry and chocolate together, the purple one goes nice with it. If you like
chocolate
that.
block is fine. It brings out a bit more of the cherry. I think the strawberry cream with it was the best. Because the strawberry kind of pairs with the cherry quite nicely and the dark chocolate. Yeah, I think it brought more to it.
I think this one's just giving me a tummy ache. I don't like those flavours together. I need to try the strawberry with the strawberry.
Yeah, go on.
While I do this, while I actually go back and try the other ones, I've got a bit of a thing that I thought we'd try, which is, I think in the past we've talked about recommending gifts and like what you get beer drinkers for Christmas. So I thought I asked our good old friend ChatGPT to wrangle me together a few different personalities, a few different beer drinking personas, and like I thought we could kind of say what we think we'd get them as presents as we drink through some of these beers before we move on to the last one. And it also gave me a suggestion of what it thought that we should get it. So the first one is Alex, the social connector. Alex loves craft beer because it brings people together. For them, it's never just about what's in the glass, it's about who's around the table. They're always organising brewery trips, suggesting just one more stop and making sure nobody feels left out. Their relationship to craft beer is that it's a tool for connection. Every new beer is another excuse to gather people they love. And how they show up socially, the host, the planner, the emotional centre of the group. What would you recommend somebody to get for Alex, the social connector?
A beer passport.
Ooh, that's a good one. I didn't even think about that.
Because then they can go to lots of, they can plan the trip with everybody to go to all the different breweries.
I love that. I think I was going to say like some type of experience, to be honest. But yours is way better. So I feel like anything I was even going to remotely
thank
suggest.
you. That
was a really good one, because that's like way out of, not like out of left field, but like that's something that I wouldn't have even thought about, that I'm like, yeah, that's a really good one actually.
I recently saw a London pubs one as well that was like a kit that showed you how to go around all loads of different London pubs and you could tick them off and stuff. So that one as well. I don't know if there's ones of that do pubs elsewhere. That would be cool.
I love that. Yeah, that's a good idea. I think I agree that's the one. So ChatGPT recommended a craft beer tasting paddle, wooden flight board, 4 to 5 glasses, saying that it's made for Alex. A tasting paddle turns any get-together into a shared moment and encourages conversation, comparison, and communal drinking without making it competitive. Alex doesn't want solo gifts, they want gifts to create nights. Why it fits, because they love togetherness, hosting, and building memories around the table. So
I missed a trick here. I missed a trick. One of my beer tasting kits from my Etsy shop.
All right, you got it in. Number 2, Rowan, the quiet deep diver. Rowan fell in love with craft beer slowly and privately. They notice small details, enjoy learning at their own pace, and don't feel the need to perform their knowledge. They drink thoughtfully and reflectively. The relationship with craft beer is personal and almost meditative, a way to slow down and enjoy intention. How they show up socially, quiet, observant, and the person whose recommendation always hits. What do you get them?
Either like one of those like 33 beers beer journals, so they can sit and write down their reflective thoughts on it, or like a beer course that they could do from home, like a tasting course, maybe a beer and food pairing course. Cicerone have got some like textbooks that you can buy that they could work through at home on their own to be a bit more reflective on what they're drinking.
I was going to say the same thing, basically. I was going to say either a journal, because my thought was obviously they like to be observant, quiet, private, and they might want to reflect on their thoughts with beers. So I thought maybe you get them like a few different top-rated beers. Maybe get them a book of top-rated beers with some of the beers in the book, and then you get them a beer journal so that they can choose to journal in it however they want. Or like a tasting beer book of some sort, so like the Randy Mosher book or something like that. I guess it depends on like where they are in their beer journey, because if there's someone that's like newer into beer and they are really interested in it and like, you know, they want to learn more and absorb it, then like maybe the tasting beer is like definitely the right way to go in terms of books to go with a beer journal. But if they are, it sounds like this person might already be into beer, because it says, you know, their recommendation always hits, so like clearly they know what they're talking about, to be able to make recommendations. So I think like in that regard, definitely probably something like one of those bucket list beers type books, and then some of the beers to go with it, and a journal, I think is for I'd go. It just recommended the Spiegelau craft beer glass set, so it's like IPA
just
stout,
recommending glassware.
Pilsner wheat. So it says this real respected glassware brand used by breweries. Rowan will appreciate the intention behind it. Different glasses for different experiences without any loud gimmicks. Why it fits, it honors their thoughtful, private enjoyment and the love of nuance. It's like, I don't know if I agree with that, because I feel like if they're that into it, they probably will already have
got a bunch of glasses already.
Yeah. So I was like, maybe not.
I brought my colleague a glass back from the US, and he was like, "Did you bring yourself one?" And I was like, "No, I've got so many glasses. Like, I didn't need another one. Got you one though because you asked for one."
So we got number 3, Kai, the enthusiast evangelist. Kai didn't just get into craft beer, they made it everyone else's problem. They're fueled by excitement, discovery, and a genuine need to share. If they've had a great beer, you're about to hear about it. The relationship to craft beer is pure enthusiasm. They chase the first wow feeling and want everyone else to feel it too. How they show up socially, the one sliding glasses across the table saying, "Trust me, just try it." What would you get them?
I would get them a brewery tour to like a nice hype brewery, or one that they haven't been to yet, or I would get them a subscription to Untapped.
Untapped subscription, I love that.
So then they can tell everybody else about what they love about.
We know we don't promote Untapped. I think so. It's funny because I said that I would have gotten them like a beer subscription. So like I thought about what I would have gotten them before I said like, yes, ChatGPT, like now give me your suggestions.
Yeah.
So I said I'd get them a beer subscription, but like I think I probably would go with one of those like hype beer like one of those like high end ones. just for like 3 months. But I guess depends on how close you are to that person,
Yeah.
right? It's like we're
Yeah.
assuming this person's somebody we're very close with and we'd
Yeah.
probably spend a lot of money on. So maybe I would either get them a subscription box, or I would get I would just get them a beer box from a bottle shop or something, and just say like, give me your hypest, most cutting edge, give me new breweries. Actually, you know what, give me a box of new breweries that are out and about in the market, because I feel like that, you know, Kai's the type of person that maybe would love discovering new breweries and being the first to talk about it.
Kai loves the hype.
Loves the hype, but I also think it would be like, oh, can you give me the hype styles from new breweries?
Yeah.
Because then they can feel like they're on the cutting edge.
Yeah.
And then basically ChatGPT's response was, give them a 3-month subscription box, e.g. Beer 52, Flavorly and Honest Brew.
Not Beer 52.
That's what made me chuckle. And it says Kai doesn't just want
Bruiser,
beer. They want new beer to talk about. A subscription gives them fresh material every month to share recommended, you know, why it fits.
Bruiser,
it fuels their excitement.
or a bottle shop one.
That's what I was thinking.
Not
as I was
Beer
like,
52.
I love the fact that they were like, you
Goodness
know, so
me.
I was thinking like a beer subscription or something like that, but I was thinking like high end, like you said, like Bruiser or whatever. And they were like, e.g. Beer 52, Flavorly or Honest Brew. And I was like, okay.
No.
2 more. So we've got Jules, the craft romantic. Jules loves craft beer for the story, where it is made, who they were with, and when they drank it, what the night felt like. They connect drinks to seasons, music, light, and emotion. The relationship with craft beer is emotional and memory driven. Every beer becomes a moment, and how they show up socially. The one quietly saying, this tastes like the night we'll never forget. What do you get that person?
I might get them tickets to an interesting beer festival.
I'm like, this person is me. I like, Jules is just like me for real.
Yeah, I might get them tickets to a fun beer festival, but like not one of the big ones. Like, you want to get them tickets to like one of like the like little bit more niche ones, or maybe like organize a trip somewhere for them. You know, next year is the Tour de Guerres year, so
ooh, yeah, we need
like
to actually go
maybe.
next year. You need to get there next
I need
year.
to actually get there.
110%. I, again, interestingly, so again, I was thinking more like a book, because they love beer for the story. So I was thinking like A Beer in the Loire, or you know, The Devils in the Draft Lines, or something like that, depending on like what I think they're
a book,
you know,
with
any of Dr. Christina's books, really. Like girly drinks, any of the books that we love, that I think, depending on where they lean towards in terms of like their general interest, they might prefer to read about. Definitely like a like Pete Brown books. Like there's so many books that, depending on what they're interested in, I think like I might get them a book. Or, you know, where we went to the beer spa in Suffolk, like something like that could be like a unique and interesting experience for them. So like a gift certificate to go to the beer spa, as again, like that's a story. It's less about the beer they're drinking, and it's more about the story of the event that happened. So I thought that would be interesting. And then interestingly, ChatGPT also suggested a brewery illustration print. So I was like, okay, so it's like sort of a book, but like not. But I think they just want the art. They meant more like the art prints, and I was just like, but I just kind of think like they'll appreciate the story more than the art. But like, interesting. That's fine. I'll go with it. And then the last one is Morgan, the structured superfan. Morgan loves craft beer because it makes sense to them. They enjoy the patterns, the releases, the calendars, the collections. There's satisfaction knowing what's coming and keeping track of it all. The relationship with craft beer is intentional, loyal, and ritual-based. It's part of their routine. How they show up socially, the one who already knows what drops next week and what sold out yesterday. What would you get them?
I would get them a gift card to their favourite brewery so they could buy the beers that they wanted when they knew it was going to drop.
I think I would look at what their favourite, like if I knew what their favourite breweries were and one of their favourite breweries was doing a crowdfunder, I think I'd probably just pay for the crowdfunder for them, to be honest. Or if there was like a gift set from their favourite brewery, I think I'd do that. But then I feel like part of it is they maybe already know, like if it's their favourite brewery, they might already have gotten that. So maybe if there's an interesting piece of merch more than the beer itself that brewery is doing, maybe get that. But I think a crowdfunder could be really interesting, could be really cool. Or maybe like certain breweries do, again, depending on what brewery they like, certain breweries you can get like art prints and stuff like that as well. So, or if they've never been to a brewery tour of their favorite brewery, that's where I'd probably go like, yeah, brewery tour. ChatGPT's recommendation was a stainless steel insulated growler because it's practical, durable, and built for planning ahead. So it lets Morgan transport, store, and control their beer supply with precision. No chaos, no wasted carbonation. And it speaks to their love of systems, routine, and preparation. And I was like, I love that you thought about all of that, ChatGPT.
Yeah, sure.
But I think, to be fair, like, I don't think I would get that for this particular person. No. But I do think that there's that's an interesting concept of something that you can get. Yeah. For somebody in your life that is like a person. I think I'd have to know that they were going to tap rooms regularly. Yeah. And if they were going to tap rooms regularly, then I might get them maybe a gift certificate to that tap room with a growler to just be like, you know what? Like, you go to this place all the time. Here's a gift card, but actually here's a growler that's sort of inscribed with that brewery's logo on it as well. And then you can take it home with you. So.
Or one of the pressurized ones. That's like a little keg. The fancy ones.
Yeah. I don't want to say like one of those. Like, yeah, I was going to say like it really depends on how close you are to them. Yeah. Yeah, it depends on like how close you are and like how often they go to this place and if they've done a tour of it before, and maybe there's an event that's going to be hosted by this particular brewery and you can be like, yeah, buy them tickets to that event. Yeah. I feel like that's the type of person that you could buy them the beer, but they probably already have it if they really want it. Yeah. So, like, it's probably more experience-driven or, like, a unique piece of merch from that brewery that you could get.
That's why I was like, gift card. This person knows what they want. It's no good me trying to pick it for them. I give them the opportunity to pick it themselves.
Like, if you can get a really nice insulated bag that's, like, from that brewery, like a nice insulated bag so that when they go with the gift card, because I feel like I couldn't just give... I am going to say, like, I really hate giving just gift cards. I love having something to go with, I love having something to go with a gift card. Like if I'm getting a gift card, I like, it doesn't have to be expensive, but I like something to go with the gift card because it just, for me, I feel like there's nothing wrong. If I received just a gift card, I wouldn't be upset. But like there's something for me that's like, it has to go with that gift card. So like for me, if I was getting the gift card for a brewery, I'd be like, can I put it in a glass? Like if I know you don't have a glass of that brewery, okay, I'll get you a glass. If you don't have, if there's a beer koozie, maybe that, and chuck it in the beer koozie, or a bag so that you can transport the beers you buy, a growler, like those type of things. I feel like something that complements the gift card I'm going to give you, but also adds a little bit extra flavor and something you can physically unwrap that I've picked out.
That's when I get somebody chocolate.
That's true, or I'd probably but I'd feel like I'd have to theme the chocolate. I'd be like, how can I make this work? I am. It's bad. It's pretty bad. That's all the personalities. Should we move on to the last one?
I like that. Yes. Okay, last beer.
I thought you'd enjoy that one.
I did.
I thought you'd enjoy that segment.
It was good. Right, we've got to the last one. This is Gold Standard. It's 15%, people. A chocolate hazelnut imperial stout. Now, when I saw Gold Standard, I was deceived by what I thought this was going to be. I didn't read what they were.
I didn't either.
But Gold Standard made me assume that it would go with one of the toffee ones.
I mean,
I didn't realise it was going to be hazelnut.
I mean, I'm excited. So I think it will go with the purple one.
Oh yeah, I think it's caramel. This is the thing, right? I feel like it'll go with the It'll go with the purple one. I would have made the can purple. In that case,
I kind of like that it's a bit rogue.
Yeah.
The problem is I have to go digging for some of these, and it is.
I have one each of all the toffees. I've got a toffee penny, I've got caramel swirl, and I've got a toffee finger, and I've got the purple one out ready to go.
I'm just chucking them all out here. There's too many.
Smells like a hazelnut stout.
Yeah, I mean, I really like their big boy stouts anyway, so cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, she boozy.
She is boozy.
She boozy.
And she's chocolate. And I would argue that it tastes more caramel than hazelnut.
Agree. I think there's a burnt caramel. Yeah. Like the back end of the sip is all burnt caramel for me. I wouldn't say
well.
hazelnut at all.
Ingredients: brown sugar, Belgian dark sugar,
There we go.
cacao nibs, nut-free hazelnut flavouring, hops and yeast.
Interesting that they put hops in it.
Well, they'll put hops in it for preservative, and when you're doing like a sour, and I mean in a stout you need a bit of hop bitterness to balance out the sweetness. They still put hops in their sours as well, because there are certain hop products that help with head retention.
Like, if I knew about that.
Like if I knew what sort of things certain breweries might be buying, they might be buying a hop product that helps with aids head retention in sours. I might know that they buy that.
You know what? The more I'm drinking it as well, the more nutty it's becoming.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting more nuttiness as I keep drinking it, but it's still boozy AF.
Oh, boozy AF.
Yeah, I'm going to have the toffee one.
Right, I'm going into the purple one.
It's bringing out the booziness. I can't. It's bringing out boozy flavours.
Oh, it really does.
That's like pure, like I feel like if I lit my breath.
It's like pure booze when you do that.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
No.
I feel like there's people that really like the alcohol burn.
I am not one of them.
If you're a person that just wants to prove you're super tough and you love just talking about how tough you are and how you love big booze flavours, have the purple one with it.
Yeah, I don't like that.
It's not for me because it's just not balanced. And that's the thing. It's like there wasn't a balance to it. It was just, it was this. It almost cancelled out the richness of like the other flavours and the burnt caramel. And what it did was it pronounced like a malty sweetness, and it was like malty sweet and booze, and like almost as like sickly, like not a nice flavour.
I don't want to try the other chocolates with it. I'm gonna have a little bit of a toffee penny. And see.
I don't like toffee penny, so I'm not. I might try some of the caramel just to see if maybe.
Is it because they're chewy?
Yeah, it is actually. So, yeah, Joe. Because I don't want to be chewing. I don't want to be chewing for 5 hours. My jaw will hurt.
I knew we were going to have this conversation. I was thinking about it.
I wasn't even going to say it. I was just going to eat it and not complain about it. I was only going to complain about the fucking chocolate orange. And then you're like, oh, what is it? Yeah, I don't want to chew it for 8 hours. Okay.
I really love a toffee finger. And I was like, Tori's going to hate this because you have to chew it for ages. But that's what I really love about it.
I got shit to do. I can't be sitting here like chewing fucking toffee all night.
It's Christmas. No. You can sit and do whatever you want.
My brain's got 50 other things it's trying to do at the moment. Chewing toffee for 20 hours is not the one. I can't cope with that. I'm going to just have the caramel.
Whatever. That's a bit better.
No, ma'am.
I don't think you should. As with the Truffle Berry Bliss, which was perfection all on its own.
This one I wouldn't say is perfection all on its own.
No.
But
I think, but if you pair anything with it, it's knocking out some of those flavours and you're just getting that booziness.
The difference is the truffle berry. That was like, I don't know. The piece de resistance.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It was like the one. Whereas I think this stout, yeah, it's a really good stout. I think if you really like Vault City stouts, you'll like this one. If you like their big 15%ers, like this is the one for you. But like with the truffle berry, nothing really made it worse per se. Like it was all still drinkable. I think with the stout, anything with it just makes it unenjoyable.
Yeah, just drink it as is. Do not.
Whereas like the rest, there were things that worked really well and things that didn't work really well, except the truffle berry. The truffle berry was like, yeah, they're all fine. This one was just like, don't mix. Well, all right. Do you want to do some rapid fire questions to finish this out while we drink the rest of this?
Yes.
Okay. Rapid fire questions. Decide with your heart. Don't think too hard on it.
Okay.
Christmas market beer or cozy pub pint?
Ooh, cozy pub pint.
Same. Oh god, it's still boozing. I feel like I could light my breath on fire. Spiced winter beer. Yeah, spiced winter beer, yes or absolutely no?
Yes.
Yes. And then I've also put a bonus follow-up, mulled wine or mulled cider. I'm mulled wine. I can just be hands down, I'm mulled wine if I have to pick.
Can I be mulled creek instead?
No, you gotta be wine or cider.
Wine. I don't really like either.
Well, it's like if you have to pick one, I'm like mulled wine all day.
Mulled wine,
I feel like mulled cider is always disappointing, whereas a mulled wine, you just go, I expect this. Cannot or what's in the glass?
Wait, stop, because I have to tell you.
Would you like roll back? Okay.
Like, wait, go back to mulled wine. Good. So Gordon's work is doing like some Christmassy stuff at the minute, and he came home the other day. He's like, I had mulled wine. And I was like, oh, did you? He's like, yeah, it was non-alcoholic wine, but they did some mulled wine in the office. He's like, I tried it. I was like, okay. I was like, you've never had it before? He was like, no. It's warm. I was like, yes, that's what mulled means. And he was like,
it's also spiced.
And they put fruit in it. I was like, yes. Fruit and spices, and you heat it up. That's what mulled wine is. And he was like, oh.
I love that. I love that. How did you not thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs down?
No, he was not a fan.
Okay. I'll be like, wait.
I had to circle back to the mulled wine.
Cannot or what's in the glass? Which sways you first at Christmas?
Wait, say that again?
Cannot or what's actually in the glass?
What's actually in the glass?
I think cannot.
Oh.
What sways me first? I go cannot. What's going to make me feel festive? One beer all Christmas Day or a different one for every course?
Different one for every course. Don't be ridiculous.
I think if I have to choose between them, it's different one for every course. But also, I think we don't do courses at my house, so it's just like, I mean, we might do like 2 courses maybe, but like for me, it's just different one every time as opposed to one the whole time.
Yeah.
And then I did say earlier, did you switch? I already asked this already. Which do you stick with beers on Christmas or switch to other drinks? I think we said
beers.
Stick with beers pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, festive beer at breakfast, iconic or criminal? I say iconic, but you.
I don't mind either way. I mean, I don't think it's criminal. Like, you do you, peeps. You enjoy yourselves. Like, I just never have. So it's just not something that I go to because I just don't think about it. But, you know, if you want to crack open a beer, it's Christmas. You enjoy yourself.
Snow outside, fire inside. What's in your hand?
A stout.
I'm going to specifically say Wilderness's Creek.
Oh.
I wish they'd make more of it. It was fantastic. And I've got one bottle. I bought their last bottle. When I saw it was in stock and I wanted to make a post after we were at Little Earth Fest, I was like, let me just go on and look. And I was like, they have literally their stock shows. And I was like, they have one bottle left. I'm going to fucking buy it before I tell anybody else to go out and get it because I want it for me.
Mate, we had a good time at Little Earth Fest.
Yeah, so that is 110% what I think I would say. Snow outside, fire inside, Wilderness Creek in my hand. Creek. They need to make more.
Nice.
Worst possible beer related gift to unwrap?
Either a Beers of Britain box or the Blue Dog box now.
I full on say don't want a Brew Dog 4 pack. I'm not gonna dance around it and go, no, I do not. The worst thing you could give me is any Brewdog product. I don't want their mustard, I don't want their ketchup, I don't want their barbecue sauce, I don't want their marinade, I don't want their full pack of beer.
My brother-in-law thought he'd like upped his beer game the other year by getting
I love that for
box,
him.
and I was like, oh, and we were like, thanks. And Gordon just gave me this look, and I'm like, I'm not gonna be mean to him. Like,
that's it. No,
he was just like he'd always got us like the Beers of Britain box, and that was fine. Like, we could use it in cooking, and I don't mind a cob wobbling every now and then. Fine. And I was like, because we were expecting that again, and we opened it, and we both got boxes of Brewdog beer, and he's like, "I got you craft beers this year," and I was like, "Thank you." And Gordon's just like, I was like, I'm not gonna be mean to him because he thought he'd done a good thing.
I would never say
I used
anything.
I used the lager in pizza dough. We gave the rest to the neighbours.
I was going to say, I think I'd keep that for when people came around, and I'm like, you can have this though.
Right, exactly. We gave it away to people that would drink it. So.
I say that of what's, when it says like, what's the worst possible one for me to unwrap? It's that, but not because like, I won't judge anybody else. If that's what they choose to drink, I won't judge anybody else. And I would never make somebody feel awful if they bought that for me.
No.
I would be like, thank you. This is great. Like, thank you. Yes. And I wouldn't turn around and preach to them about anything. Like, I'm not that type of person.
No.
To turn around and try to like put my feelings and opinions onto that person. If somebody asked me separately, like, oh, why wouldn't you want that? I would tell them honestly in like a mature way.
Yeah.
But like that would be the worst thing. Like the beers of Britain, I'd at least probably find a time and place to drink that, or like you said, cook with it or something. Just the Brewdog, but I wouldn't even want to cook with it. I just want to give it to someone else.
I did,
but I would be polite about it. I'd be like, "Oh, thank you.
Like...
This is lovely," because you know that person thinks they've done an amazing job. So it's
like that. This is the thing. He thought he'd done a really good job, and I was like, "Do you know what? I can stick the lagers in pizza dough, and then the rest will go down the drain. I only need like 180 ml. The rest will go down the drain, and the rest we gave to other people."
Yeah, I think I'd regift that. What's the best gift you've ever received? Beer related.
Beer wise. Ooh.
Can I answer for you?
The beer spa?
Can I say the best gift I've ever received was the beer spa, and it wasn't even my gift.
Yeah,
but I just got to go.
Yeah.
And actually I think that it was like, it sort of was my gift, because it was literally like, hey, this is a present for you, take Tori. So it was like, really, it was a gift for me as well. I think that was probably the best gift I've ever.
That and
best beer related gift.
Was it a birthday gift when we got to do the beer boat?
Oh my god, yeah. I think the beer spa was still the best though.
The beer spa was great, yeah.
That was the best.
Good.
I
would do that again.
I would do it again. Even though I was like, having done like an actual legitimate one as well, like better, arguably better, but this was not a bad experience in the slightest. It was really fun.
I saw Damien the other week, and he was like, "Did I see a picture of you and Tori in the bath the other day?"
For like forever
ago. I was like, no. I was like, it was a beer spa, and he was like, a beer spa, and I was like, yeah. Like,
yeah, we took a bath together.
I was explaining about it, and I was like, and I was telling him about the hot pellets, and we were like, these are definitely Citra, but they're definitely old Citra.
Old Citra, yeah.
Someone's wanted to get rid of these, and we're like, here, you can use these in the beer spa.
What did we say? Brilliant idea.
Yeah,
absolutely brilliant idea. More people should do it. He should get on board with it. That's all I'm saying. More people should. I think my best beer related gift, I think, was probably your gift that I just got to go on to. I'm sure I've got another, like, I'm saying that as a person that I'm sure I got other amazing gifts, but I think that's the one that stands out because it was a very unique experience. And I think it's like some of the other ones where I've like traveled places, it's like I've also partially funded that, so I'm like, is that really a gift? Whereas like this, I'm like, I didn't do anything, I just turned up and it was great. What's something, this is not the question I've got asked, but like, what is something that if someone could get you a gift this year that's like beer themed, is there anything that you'd want this year that you'd be like, yeah, I'd love this?
I'm sure there's some beer books that I could get. Do you know what? I haven't got a copy of Andy's home brewing book, The Modern Home Brewer. I'd love to have a copy of that. I would like tickets to go to Dublin and have a beer experience in Dublin.
I would love that as well. Should we just gift ourselves that? I'll give that to you, you gift it to me. You give me a trip to Dublin, I'll give you a trip to Dublin.
And then we can go meet our friend Dr. Christina and have beers.
It's already going to happen. It's just, let's buy the tickets. Yeah, I feel like I want some more, I don't know, just like jewelry or things like I don't have. Like I've got a really nice necklace that I wear all the time, but everyone's like, is that Guinness? And I'm like, it's just a stout, but sure. And I'm like, yeah. But maybe some more like jewelry or something.
I tried to get you some jewelry, but you haven't got pierced ears.
I know. Sorry, I can. Well, I mean, it depending on what I'm wearing, not the ones I'm wearing now, but depending on what I'm wearing, I can put it in. It's just not. I don't have pierced ears, no. So I'm a necklace gal. more than anything else. But I think other ideas of what you can get people that I would like, if I didn't buy it for myself already. The girls who grind have done Oh My Goth, and then they've done an alcohol-free stout.
An alcohol-free. They're girls with grain.
Girls with grain. So if you like, if you've got someone that loves coffee, loves beer, or wants to try more alcohol-free, non-alcoholic beer, yeah, that's a good set, because you can get like the coffee, and you can get I think it's 0.5% stout that's made with that coffee, so that's a good one. So I think that could be good to get somebody, and I bought it for myself, so I can't. I'm like,
and Oh My Goth is great. Is a great coffee.
It is a great coffee, yeah, and it's like women in coffee, so it's like you can't do anything. Did you get any in the end?
I didn't get any of the beer, no, because you've got to buy like a 12.
Yeah, you got to buy a 6-pack. Yeah.
I didn't, but I need to buy more Girls Who Grind coffee, because that's great coffee.
It is, yeah, they do make great coffee. So I think like that's always a good shout, is like when there's collaborations between like breweries and like adjacent businesses, and I think just like anything that's an experience I would really enjoy. So that's that kind of stuff. Beer advent calendar, delight or too much pressure?
I used to really love it, and now I feel like it's too much pressure now. Like I'm just not drinking a beer every day throughout December.
I think too much pressure.
Yeah, and then I just end up adding more beers to my stash. And I've done it where I've been like, I'm going to fill it from my stash, so I actually use my stash, and then I don't drink it, so it just goes back in the stash. Like, I was like, I'm not doing this anymore.
I feel the same. I feel it's too much pressure because I don't drink a beer a night. So.
And also, if I buy one where I don't know what's coming out of it, like, I don't know what's coming out of it. So it could be things that I don't really want. I've got we are beer geeks. We have enough beer that I don't need to be adding beer that I didn't really pick. Like I'm at that point in my journey. I'm at the point in my journey where I just want to pick the things that I want. Like mixed cases don't work for me anymore. Blind boxes don't work for me anymore. I need to be able to just pick what I want. And if you're early on, or your stash is as big as mine, and you can add to it, or you're going to drink through it over Christmas, absolutely for you. Not for me. I don't get through it. It's too much pressure. I've got too much beer as it is. Thanks, though.
I think I'm less likely to buy one, not because I don't think there's amazing calendars out there or anything like that.
No, some of them are amazing.
Because I don't drink a beer a night, it's what you said, I'd be buying a beer, I'd be buying a calendar to open it to go, wow, cool, and then not drinking it.
Yep.
And so it would just end up in the stash anyways. And then if I'm making it from my own stash, it just becomes like, cool, I've put it in a box to put it back in the fridge.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I think this is the first year where I haven't really been traveling around Christmas. So I am actually home, but still, like, I went to book club the other night, and that was at a pub, so I had a beer there. I wouldn't have had a beer at home.
And then you have to double up on certain nights, and then you're like, it's not a weekend night, I don't want to double up.
And like tonight, we're drinking these beers. Like, if I had an Advent beer, I wouldn't have had time to drink that today. Some nights I just don't feel like drinking. Like, I just don't drink every night. Some weeks I don't drink at all nowadays.
Same,
so I just wouldn't get through it.
Absolutely same. What type of beer do you imagine Santa and his elves brewing at the North Pole? Like, what's the most, like, whether it's like style or whatever, like Santa and his elves are brewing, what are they making?
Like a peppermint mocha stout, or like just a dark mild.
I'm gonna say white stout.
I reckon a white stout. Yeah, that's a good one. I reckon Santa's a dark mild, mate. I reckon he probably
is. I feel like I'm gonna go white stout, but like one of those like chocolate snowball type flavors, but like a white stout of a snowball.
Mm-hmm.
Go with that. What Christmas movie deserves its own beer?
Muppet Christmas Carol.
Oh, that's a good one. I'm gonna go Die Hard just to be controversial.
And it's called Light the Lamp, Not the Rat.
Okay, that's a good one. Oh, I'd want to call it When Marley and Marley. And it will be a set of 2 that are like sort of the same but not. So I think that'll be a good one. I think I'd just go Die Hard just because I feel like there's the controversy of like
someone's got to have done a Die Hard Christmas.
Someone has,
surely.
yeah. The brewery's no longer around anymore, but they did do a Die Hard related one. I say bring it back. Oh, actually, no, I'd probably do a National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. And I'd probably do like because that's like my family's go-to Christmas film. So maybe it would be like some type of eggnog themed stout or something like that. Yeah, and it would be like fucking tap dancing Danny fucking K or something like that would be the bit. Like that would be great. But I like yours. Muppet Christmas Carol's good.
Muppet Christmas Carol, like the lamp, not the wrap, and it's like a rat, and it's a cranberry, a spiced cranberry sour.
Or we're Marley and Marley, and it's going to be 2 similar things. A stout and a white stout, similar flavors.
There you
go. Which Christmas character would be a nightmare in a tap room?
Scrooge.
No, I reckon the Ghost of Christmas Past. Because he's so like loud and he's just so like theatrical, and everyone would be there going,
"Nightmare over in the corner,
shut the fuck up!" And he'd be like doing the sparks.
Bring me more beer, my fellow. You're like, "Oh god, that guy over there, like, just be quiet, please."
The sparks shooting up. Not to mention he's like a big presence, and he's just got the whole table. And I picture his knees like up quite high, and he's just shouting like, "You there?
Yeah." Come have a beer with me.
Like, I love that. That's fantastic. Yeah. So that's my vote. I feel like Scrooge is manageable because he'll just be grumpy in the corner. The Ghost of Christmas Past, unbearable.
You're right.
I think the staff would hate them. I think other patrons would hate them. Just absolutely not. Dessert beer before pudding or instead of pudding?
Why can't you have it with pudding?
I think you can. But if you had to choose, before or before instead of, which one would you do?
Before. It's Christmas. Have both.
Yeah, I probably would have both. Yeah. I don't know why I'm like, no, you have to answer the question. Because I'm like neither of those. It would be both. Sharing bottle or secret personal stash?
I mean, can I share my secret personal stash with people? Why not?
I think that if you only had like limited bottles, like if it came down to like you have like one sharing bottle that you can share with everyone, like a small little secret stash.
I'm quite lucky in that nobody else through my lot likes to drink beer, so I can have whatever I want all to myself.
I always tend to share, so even if it's like a bunch,
but they don't want it. So lucky me, more for me.
Here's a good question. It kind of brings us back to what I asked about earlier.
Okay.
Regifting beer, unforgivable or sustainable?
It depends on who you're regifting. Like, you've got to like regift it far enough away that you don't upset anybody.
It's like 5 steps away. It can't be 1 degree. It needs to be 5 degrees of separation.
Be like several degrees away. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're not going to drink it, then pass it on to somebody else.
I reckon even if it was like 1 step away, you could still do it because they wouldn't know that you didn't just happen to get the same blue
dog box.
Yeah, blue dog box. No, I just thought it fed into the last question. That's interesting. Drinking the special bottle early, chaotic good or pure villainy?
Chaotic good. But you want to drink the good beer first. Don't be leaving it until you're too drunk to be able to taste it properly.
I agree.
That's a fool's errand.
For you, what's the best time across the holidays to drink that special bottle? Like, if you had to prioritise, like, what time are you drinking your most special bottle?
Christmas afternoon after dinner, when you're all sat around, like, just kind of chilling.
I think I'm going to go, like, I'd probably go, like, pre-starting to cook dinner. The beginning part of when you're like just getting ready to cook dinner, and then you're like, now I'm cooking dinner, because and then it just means that I sort of like pause and take more breaks and I don't do the cooking.
Okay. But I wouldn't, because I'm the main person in charge, so I wouldn't be paying as much attention.
It's the one time I'm never the main person in charge, and I love it.
I am the matriarch of the family nowadays, so
I happily relinquish that to everybody around me. I'm like, nope. Youngest in my family.
Oh God,
Youngest
you're
of the
youngest, you
sister-in-laws.
see.
So
I'm the oldest, so
I'm the baby, I can do no wrong. And I'd be like, oh, I just need to go to the toilet real quick. I need a pee. And then everyone's like, you were peeing for like 20 minutes. I'm like, oh, whoops. I got stuck in a conversation.
That's what 7-year-olds do.
I'll have you know, Spotify Rap told me I was 23. So I am not
My
7.
Spotify told me I was 37. I was like, okay.
I love that. I was like 23 accurate. Great. I'll take it. Right, last two. What's the one beer rule you always break at Christmas?
The one beer rule that...
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that it's just me having it early in the day, like pre-lunch.
I don't share a sharing bottle with anybody. That is mine.
Oh, that's a bit naughty.
Nobody else wants it. Nobody else wants it. I keep them in the cupboard for a sharing opportunity, and there is no sharing opportunities, so I'm getting the good beer out and I'm drinking it myself.
I love that you take it out and you're like, it's a sharing opportunity. Who wants some? Nobody? Okay.
Nobody? Me then. I'm going to drink it. Thank you very much.
And then final question, which beers or breweries this year do you think you'd put on the naughty list and the nice list?
Oh, that's harsh.
You can abstain from the naughty list if you want.
Yeah.
I'm going to put
What?
Pillars on the naughty list because they sold out of their Choco Ice before I could get some, so they're on my naughty list.
And you couldn't get cold port.
I got it. No, I got it. No, I worked it out. Their website's very good. That's why they're on the naughty list. Their website's very complicated. Okay. I thought I could only buy a big pack.
Yeah.
But you have to do some rituals to get to the single bottle option. Yeah.
Oh.
So I managed to get some single bottles because I was like, I don't need a 12 pack. I just need a few. I'm already getting the ice box, please. Just let me get some single bottles. And then they were all out of the Choc Ice. So you know what? They're on the naughty list.
Rude. I'm going to put them on the nice list. I'm going to put Little Earth Project on the nice list.
I'm going to put Emperors on the nice list because Damien's
just Damien's always on the nice list. Come on.
Did I tell you about how I went to Japan did I tell you the story about I went to Japan and I was in a brewery, not a brewery, a bar that was like a craft beer bar. And I had Emperors in it, and so
did you message him?
Clearly, yes, I did. There was clearly an event going on upstairs, so there was no one on this ground floor. Everyone was at the event, so it was just me and Rick and the two people working the bar. Yeah, very far away from me, and I'm at the fridges, and I'm like looking, and they had like a can of burnt mill. They had some Emperors, and I like literally saw the Emperors right away, and I went and I took a photo. Yeah, I was taking the photo, and I was like, haha, and I sent it to Damien, going, found you, and then went to the bar. Came all the way to Japan. To find Emperors. Fantastic. Right. Yeah. And then I went to the bar to actually get a drink, and he went, oh, was that the whatever you were looking at? And I went, yeah. And I said, I felt like I had to explain because I was busted for taking a photo. Yeah. And I was like, I know the person. I know. Yeah. I was like, I know him. I know the Emperor. Yeah. Like, I don't know.
I know the Emperor.
Do you? He was like, do you? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, they're like Swedish, aren't they? And I was like, no. And then I realised that like whoever was buying these beers, it must have been that they were procuring it through some place in Sweden or something, because there were several breweries that were listed as in the wrong country because Damien was listed as Sweden, and there was, I think Burnt Mill was put as like the US, and I was like, no, those are both not right. So I corrected him on Emperors. No, it's only because he went Sweden. I went, no, England. And he went, really? And I went, yeah. And then he was like, oh, wow, that's very expensive. I said, yeah, because he uses nice products, and it's very well sought after. And and then I think he didn't believe me, but like I think he did, but in my brain I was like, he might not believe me. And so like David messaged me back, and I was like, see, I know him.
It's him.
That's Damien. I know
Santa!
him.
I know him.
was that like mic drop. Like it was like, oh sorry, let me pick that name up for you. But he had no idea who the name was. So I was like, I know him. I promise. I do know this person. I wasn't just taking a photo at your fridges alone for no reason. And like this guy didn't give a shit. But in my brain, he thought it was cool that I said that, and I thought he thinks I'm fucking lying. And I was like, I promise I'm not just weird, which made me more weird. So that was great. That was brilliant. Emperor's on the note, because then I messaged him and he was like, haha, like nice. And I was like, yeah. So Damien's definitely on the nice list. Hand Brewco, nice list.
Hand Brewco, definitely nice list.
Closets, nice list, because that was a really nice conversation. I feel like I've got recency bias, so I'm like, who's the people I've talked to most recently? I'm trying to think of who
Echo's on the nice list.
Always on the nice list. I'm trying to think of who else is on the naughty list, because I want to be controversial.
Oh, do you?
I'm just trying to think of who's... Oh, you know who's on the naughty list?
Who?
Miracoi's on the naughty list, because they made a pumpkin beer and they didn't can it.
It was so
and I love
good.
you, Emma, and I love you, Ollie. And I'm just, you've made the naughty list, because guess what? I've not got a pumpkin beer in my hand. And Joe, I couldn't drive to it. It's not my fault. I'm sorry.
And I had a blueberry cinnamon muffin with it, and it was so good.
Naughty list.
I literally did the crazy person thing and just went, I'm going to drive there and drink.
You went, I wonder if I could go there for 2 hours and not really drink so I can drive home.
Yeah. I literally walked in, had a chat with Ollie and was like, right, I can do 3/3 and that's it.
It was fantastic, because you were messaging me going, I'm just wondering if I should, I'm thinking of attempting this, but I can only do from this time to this time, and I need to drive. And I was like, why are you doing this? And you were like, because I want to try that. And it's
because I want to try, like, it's because Ollie put up that they had a blueberry pumpkin maple drizzle smoothie sour on, and I was like, I want to drink that.
Naughty list.
And I love pastry palooza. And I was like, I'm not going to make it this year. And then I was like, I really want that beer though.
You had me like, can I make that drive?
and they had a Black Forest Gatto stout, which was also great. And I had a Mortalis strawberry rhubarb.
You are just adding them all to the naughty list. You know that, right?
It was so good. It was really good.
Naughty list, because I've got FOMO. And it's just not acceptable. I love them. I love great them time. For pieces.
Pastry Palooza. Nice list.
Next year, mark your calendars, Pastry Palooza.
Let's do it.
Fuming. Actually fuming. Yeah, that's all I can think of, really.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that spring to mind.
On the naughty list.
No, I'm putting them on the naughty list because it's just inconsiderate of me and my personal circumstances.
I'm not putting anybody on the naughty list. Not that I can talk about on the podcast.
Clickbait. Let's leave it there then. Let's leave people going, what? And then go, well, we're just going to go talk about it then. Off camera. Right. If people want more suggestions on what is good beer gifts to give out, or they, you want to say that, you know what, you also love exceptionally chewy sweets that are just aggressive. Joe, where can people come and talk to you about that?
Chewy sweets are not aggressive, they are a delight. If you'd like to come and talk to me about your favourite chewy sweets, you can find me on Instagram as Love Beer Learning. You can also come to my website, which is lovebeerlearning.co.uk, and you can email me about all the lovely chewy sweets that you enjoy at lovebeerlearning@gmail.com.
Do you want to do our podcast one as well? Normally I do it, but do you want to take it away? Because you've got a very calm demeanour that's not irritated at all.
And if you'd like to talk to both of us, and if you'd like to question Tori about why she doesn't like chewy sweets, you can find us at
Brew. Weigh in. No, we're not playing that. Weigh in on your favourite, your 4 horsemen of the Chocopolis. There you go. Your 4 Christmas Chocopolis.
Oh yeah,
horsemen.
Which tin sweets? What house are you? What tin
Which big
sweet
four?
house are you for Christmas? Let us know at Women's Brew. We're Women's Brew on Instagram. We're also a Women's Brew on Facebook. We might answer you there, but you're more likely to find us on Instagram. You can also email us at a Women's Brew podcast at gmail.com. We come to our website, which is a women's brew pod.beer. That's a women's brew pod.beer. Do you know what?
It's
Whenever you say
fantastic.
that, whenever you
Normally
say,
I do it. I normally rattle it off, and I thought you were going to forget the email, and then you
No,
finished
I
it, and I was like,
remember
"She
the
did it.
email.
That was good."
Whenever you say BEER, it always feels like you've said too many E's.
BEEE.
Right, it feels like you've said too many. You haven't. You
It's
never
not.
have. And then
No, I
saying
never
it
have.
myself there, I felt like I'd said too many E's, but you don't. Tori, if people want to share with you their favourite chocolate out of the Quality Street box,
And
where
why
can they
it's
get hold of
not
you?
chocolate orange? Yeah, you could tell me
That's
why
not
chocolate orange is not the one.
Or get you to
actually,
explain the mint on your face game.
Yeah. Tell me, please. Actually, that's the one I want to know.
Yeah.
Please message me if your family, if you are British and your family plays that after 8 mint game where you put the after 8 mint on your forehead and then you have to shimmy it down without using your hands and then catch it in your mouth and eat it first, because we're not weird. We just love a good time. Please let me know. And if you are not British and you want to know more about it, like, just be like, how can I do that equivalent where I'm from? I will help you work it out. You can find me on Instagram at adventures_in_optimism, or you can email me at adventuresinoptimism@gmail.com. Or you can just find the website that I don't update very often. I just have lots of drafts that don't get posted, at adventuresinoptimism.com. I've got so many beers now to go and finish. I've got a tummy ache from all this chocolate. And
I'm going to go drink the end of this Truffle Berry Bliss because I've saved a bit because it's so good.
Fantastique.
Cheers.
Cheers.